Right, transitioning here, another officer joining a growing list of tragic statistics. A Pennsylvania state trooper killed last night, adding to the approximately 64 police officers killed by gunfire this year alone. And that is up more than 50% from last year. Meanwhile, another slap in the face to law enforcement. This painting is now hanging in our nation's capital, depicting police officers as pigs. Steve Cardian is a former Westchester County, New York police officer and a retired police sergeant. And he joins us now with the reaction. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Abby.
Here. So first, just off the top, you say police officers naturally have a thick skin, but your response to that picture that is now hanging in our Capitol?
The best way I could describe it is it's hate masquerading as art. It's deplorable, it's horrible, especially to the families this past year that have lost their loved ones.
So we've reached out to the representative, Lacey Clay from Missouri, to get a statement. They have not yet responded to our ask, but what does this do overall to the morale, to the up-and-coming police officers?
It's already diminished what's already been a diminishing morale for the past 8 years. So you've got this representative from Congress that has gone and endorsed basically this horrific scene that's played out, and that's what sends a really horrible message. You've got impressionable people, young people that are out there seeing that, oh my God, it's in the Capitol building, and now they take it upon themselves to say, you know what, this is real, when it's not. It's a false narrative that didn't happen, that was pushed by the mainstream media, and it's just a fallacy and never happened.
You look at this past year, it has been a tough one for police officers. I just mentioned those stats. We can put those back up here. In the last year alone, 64 killed by gunfire this year. That is up 50% from the year before. Looking to year 2017, how can this change? What needs to happen?
We need a new and vibrant view on law enforcement. The incoming president-elect is pro-cop. We haven't had that for 8 years. You know, starting back in 2009 with Beergate, with President Obama and the Cambridge Police Department, where without the proper information, he maligned the Cambridge police, saying they were stupid. And ever since then, politicians, including himself, have been able to go on television, go on broadcast, and criticize police officers before they have all the facts. And we've seen it over and over and over and again. And that spurred the narrative, that spurred the anger that is a false anger.
And it leads oftentimes to misconceptions. What is the biggest misconception out there when it comes to police officers? I've talked to many of them over the past year and their family members. How do you kiss them every morning and say goodbye, not knowing what's going to happen in that day? It is no longer the same job for a police officer today.
Well, you know, I've been in law enforcement over 30 years. I've worked with police officers from all over the country and around the world. The element in our profession that is negative, bad, or otherwise is so minute, it's not even funny. It's less than in the priesthood. So you look at those numbers, now amplify that every one of those officers killed has families, they have friends. You have officers that come from other countries to celebrate, to mourn their passing. So it doesn't affect just the 135. It affects thousands upon thousands of family members, police officer friends. Every time a police shooting occurs in the United States, it's a hit in the gut to every police officer that's employed.
Absolutely. You hopeful for year 2017?
I am. I really am. I think that the change is going to be a positive one. And I think all of law enforcement is looking forward to the change.
All right, Steve Cardian, good to have you here this
morning.
Pleasure,
Abby.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.